my friends. It is late tonight, 10:50 p.m. You might say, what the heck have you been doing? Well, for whatever reason, I have been on a systems binge. There is a particular system to create assessments, and I found this software, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this can it do it? Can it do it? And it can. I actually had to go through all of the available survey software. I went through Typeform, Jotform, SurveyMonkey, Snapform, Survey Sparrow, and I found one. I think it's Survey Anywhere or Any Place, one of those ones. And suddenly this particular software met the requirements. I'm like, oh, can this do it? Can this do this? Yes, it can. So I went through for the last, I hammered through about like 4 to 6 hours yesterday and another 4 to 6 hours tonight to build this system. I have tested it. I have edited it. I've learnt a lot in terms of already small improvements for next time through. I was using Google Sheets because it requires a lot of like categories of 4. But the problem is Google Sheets is no fun to edit on, and this particular system has a lot of words in it. And I want to, next time through, I'll be like using Docs instead, set up new templates for that. And the whole thing wasn't just done. I actually took the time to document all of the steps. Now, normally I will build systems like this much more bare bones. I'll just leave out the details and know that by having the processes and by having the headings in those processes, next time I come through, I'm going to actually fill those in. But this particular system, I already know that most people are going to struggle to do this type of work. And that this system I'm going to share with my elite business partners and say, hey, I'm in a group called Shield, with Wake Up Warrior, and that group, it's $10,000 a year to be part of that group. I want them to have this experience of the power of systems. Like, it's like, oh wow. Most of them are going to struggle because just the way that they think, it's going to take a lot more people, it's going to take a lot more confusion. For me, I basically have built this thing to operational standard. The thing works. I've deployed it to them for them to test, and then tomorrow deploy the actual backend system that created this. And hopefully it's like, oh shit, this whole, whoa, did that just happen? I'm like, yeah, that just happened. What usually would have taken, I don't know, maybe 3 months, 4 months, 6 months of custom coding, finding the right software took me like 2 or 3 hours, but then the actual capacity to document the specific steps, do this, do this, do this, do this. This is the most effective way to do this. Copy this 4 times, then change this, do this, all of this documented. All documented. This, I'm curious to see. This is a test. This is a serious test to see whether it is possible to take a system that I build and then have other people deploy it successfully. We'll know. No one else has posted their actual working assessment yet. So I believe I'm first to the party in this. And I mean, this is a serious business group. Like, these guys do many millions of dollars, big business, not big. I mean, we're not talking Fortune 500 here, but from my perspective, it's like, shit, you're doing 25 million in revenue. You're doing 100 million in revenue. You're doing 3 million in revenue. Fuck yeah, this is great. But I'm excited for this. I'm excited. I feel like I'm on the brink, and I'll know soon enough. Tonight, the assessment is deployed, operational. The thing works. It calculates the scores. It has multiple outcomes depending on your scores. It's got a share button. I'm like, this software is cool. Survey Any Place, I believe, is the one that you're looking at. The back end is a bit daunting. But if you have the specific instructions, like somebody like me already went through and created all of the instructions, then it's relatively paint by numbers. And instead of what will have taken 1 week, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, or never have gotten done at all, will be done. All right, that's all I got for you tonight. I'm excited for tomorrow. Going to deploy this system. We'll see what happens. See what happens. And, maybe it all falls in a heap, but maybe, just maybe, men have an experience, women have an experience of like, oh my goodness, this is a transformational experience of how to run a business. If you want to stick around for more, continue to enjoy the podcast, enjoy the Facebook Lives. Look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode as we continue to explore this experience of looking at how systems create results. See you then.